know, if you interview your children,
Okay.
if you interview your children, so you will ask them, just if they can only be honest. If you interview your children, you can ask them if you're a good father or you're a bad father, you're a good mother, bad father. You ask them, because they know. You don't know how good you are. I mean, you probably know, but ask the people in your life. If there's anything that they are doubting is not proper in that area, then those are, if a child told you, okay, you're not a good mother, you're not a good father because you've done this, and you are denial, you're not seeing what they meant by that. So if you interview them, you will see that how well you've done as your father. It's not like you did it wrong as your father, but you did what you know at that time. Because your ego is not lined up with your heart, you're not going to have all your skill to be a good father, a good mother. You're going to fail in some area. And you fail in some area because you didn't get a chance to get to know yourself or the God within yourself that you practice every Sunday. And the Christianity need to know that the separation of things is not God. The judgment of people of things is not God. Okay, these are not God. If they're being exercised in the Bible, then somebody's added there to be God. So when we go to church on Sunday and help ourselves, we gotta, even before we go to church, you gotta work again in our shadow. So again, let's go back to the rape. If a child got raped at an early age and that hurt is not healed, the shame will be there, even when they get married, even when they make love with their husband, even some man touch them, the shame gonna be there. Or if you see somebody similar, that energy is gonna activate it. So you have to go within yourself to find out what happened when you were hurt. You can do these. You can do this. One of these things, like you literally talk to yourself, or literally be quiet somewhere alone. You can't do this around other people. You really have to be quiet alone within yourself to find you. So let's say if I'm the woman that got, raped at an early age, how would I do with these injuries? Okay. Okay, now Facebook is live as that. Please try to go to Facebook. Can you try it? Try to go to Facebook, to YouTube family. I'm missing these names. Okay. I'm going to say something on, thank you. I just type up something on Facebook. Please go on Facebook and subscribe. Okay. Oh, YouTube. Oh my God. So I want to go to YouTube, but I'm still, singing about Facebook, advertising Facebook. I guess I like Facebook. Facebook, I like you. Don't delete my stuff. Okay. And I know in Facebook, the camera is not good. Okay. The camera is not good. So again, within the Facebook people, nobody there now, but we're going to record it and I will upload it to my channel. If I got abused at the early age and that abuse, let's step back so you know how the injury stay in the body. And this is Sunday. When we say Sunday, we coming to uplift the God or the sun in ourselves so that day can shine through us. It's not in the church. You can find it in the church too, okay? But you got to work on yourself more before you get in the church fully, okay? So we go inside in our heart, where the sun is, where it shines, the heartbeat. The heart is the first organ that forms in yourself, which means the first boom of life, light life. Then it start, and then from there, organ forms. It was heart first. And from heart come all the organs. So the heart is another name for sun. Like the people that were born in Leo, I think August 20, July 21st to August 21st, those are the Leo peoples. People that were born there, they represent heart. So each sign in the zodiac, I showed you earlier, represent heart. So Leo, they love too much. They're very good loving, and they still had a power because heart have a power. Leo can be a lion. So they give the heart, they give a lion power because heart is big, it pump. Heart is 60 times more stronger than the brain. So they give it the lion, power. But literally, the female lion is the one that's strong, not the male lion, okay? So she's the one that do the hunting, raising the baby, and doing everything. But the man take the whole credit, after sleep with all the lioness and the compound, okay? So the heart is the first one that created. And also the heart is a recorder device. It's a recorder device. So the thing start recording inside the stomach. I said it in my last video. If you in your mom's stomach and your dad beat your mom, so you're going to record that abuse in your body. It's going to be in your DNA when you come out, and it's going to remind you, trigger something similar to what's going to come and trigger that. So until somebody heal you, or somebody know the child was abused in the belly, and mom going to try to help the child. When something record something, when you record the abuse, it's a CD. Let's say you have a CD, you record the abuse. So this the recording going to be in the CD. It's not going to go anywhere. If somebody press that CD, the recording going to play, right? So whatever that would record that time, and somebody start bring you a memory of that. It could be a smell that start the playing of the recording. It could be something you see. It could be something you hear or you touch. Anything that touch the computer device or your body will trigger the abuse. If the energy is similar, it will trigger the abuse that was given to you in the stomach or when you were young, and that abuse will be displayed. So that's how we display the injury. Then the injury keep repeating, but because just people remind us of it, and we don't know how to heal it. And if the child is not, mother is not psychic, so the child recording can be in the child DNA. Child came out, if the child did not seek for spirituality and how the body works to release the bad recording or bad song in the body, so the child going to play a CD with bad song. But you can delete the songs or remove the songs and put the new song on the CD or in your body. So that understood. So the damage started in the body. Let's say I was damaged when I was 5, 10, 6 years old, raped by an older man than I am. I don't have no powers. And then that memory is still there, hurt me everywhere I go, and I become big now, and it's still coming. If it's still coming, it actually lower your soul energy or your power or your God power, or your Sunday, light inside you. It's a dim your Sunday light. Okay, it's Sunday now. So the only way that I can help to raise my energy there and try anything with to do with rape, it's connect with your womb, the woman, and with your root chakra. Okay, I don't know if you guys know the sign again. The 7 chakra in the body, the main 7, there's more of them, but the main thing is 7 chakra. And your root chakra will be a sexual chakra when the baby come out, or the urine or whatever. So if you are raped there will be a wrong energy or fear, scary energy, hurtful, and you got to record it there. If you recorded that, anybody that you have sexual relationship with, that root energy will not function into the higher self of God, because there's injury there. It's not injury, it's a cut, but there was a force thing that happened before the body record the memory of forceful, sexual action. So your root chakra has to be damaged. And if it's damaged, and then it affects your sexual chakra now. Whether there will be more of you addicted to sex or you scared of sex. There's 2 things. Both of them, they're not healthy. So if you got raped at the early age and you don't want to hide it, then you literally have to just sleep with enemy to try to replace that rape by your own intention. So now I'm not being raped, but I'm just in sleep with any man that I know is good, and then forget about the one that is good. But you're going to have to fulfill the emotional rape by just go man to man, but you still have injury if that happened. It's not healed. For me to heal that, so I have to go to myself, a quiet place or someplace calm, and just think about what happened at the situation then when it happened, when I have no power. So I brought the whole emotion back. And most people, when you brought it back, you literally sometimes, some people cry, some people, some people hurt themselves, blame themselves. So if I went there to meet the energy or the thought or the injury in the past in the body, because I'm not injured physically anymore. It's in the body, the energy is in the body. So when I go there in the quiet side, in the calm mind, so I have to be able to just tell self, okay, the injury happened to myself when I was young. Okay, so what did I do for this injury to happen? You didn't do nothing. So I didn't do it. So let's say I'm the one that was raped at the early age. I didn't do nothing. The guy just see me, the young body, and they have whatever in their mind. At that time, I didn't do nothing. And if then they just, express their emotion. Let's take it back before we completed that. When I asked that, I didn't do nothing. This is the deep one for the spiritual people. Anything that come to you or happen to you in your life is the energy that you encounter through your soul journey before you come to the body. Nothing on earth or that happened to you is by accident. A lot of you may be confused about this or not get it. Nothing that happened to you by accident is something that your energy involved through is just coming back to complete its karmas. You know? Example, I'm going to use myself again. I'm not familiar with the rib thing. If that rib thing happened, I was 5 years old, 6, 7, 8, maybe 4, 3, based on the age that, we can do the little one now because it's recording the early age. I don't know any better, or somebody Google got raped, don't know any better. So I didn't get raped. I'm using the example, okay? So I have a mother that protected me at an early age. She was there, I thank God, with me 24/7. Yeah, at the early age, But this sexual aggressive, it's just the whole African people. African men, they're sexual aggressive. They want to they come aggressive sexually here. Whatever they do. He's like, hey, what did I get? No, just peace, okay? It's yours, it's mine. We share the people in peace to that, okay? So, but I'm using myself as an example. So if I get hurt at that age, let me go back to my soul. At that age, for these energies to come to me now, for me to attract it, I have to done similar energy in my past life. Whether I sleep with young boys, when they're young and I'm a big woman, so whatever, it had to be something that energy involved in the past life that replaying itself. Because energy do not get destroyed, it's transformed. So when we leave this body, whatever you do is recording your energy. The body will go think, but whatever you record, you go with. When that energy come back to try to live the body again or something, that energy will go back in that body. And whatever the recording that was there, it will actually be displayed. It will not display because most of the time when we don't know what happened in the past before we come into this life, we don't have the conscious of past life access memory. And that's a lot of work. The religion know how to do the past life memory access before you were born. Astrology, they have a language for that. Numerology have a language for that too. Mathematics have a language for that. How to go back in the past date, This language on earth. The ritual, the big people in the church, they know this. They know this. If you come here, you encounter devil life, is just a carry on life that you lived before. So if I done that before, so somebody, some child, so somehow these men that come at me age 5, that's gonna happen. Because at age 5, okay, nobody gonna help me if nobody there or where. And I don't know no better. So I put it down to somebody similar age, That's the karma. You don't have to believe in that karma too if you don't believe in the energy, how the energy goes. But the energy don't get destroyed, it just keep going. But it can be possessed inside the body, and the energy can be possessed inside the cup, inside the rocks, inside the trees, and whatever that tree went through or done, that energy can be recorded in that energy. So in a way for me to heal that, let's say if at 5-year-old, you don't know anything. The problem did not happen to me. I would just say that, well, I didn't do anything. I'm 5 years old. And if I done something in the past now, my soul is not awake in my body. I'm just 5. I really don't know anything. I even if I hurt somebody that I don't know. I really don't know. It's just, and these people came and raped me with something that I don't remember. I don't remember what I done, It's not my fault that you have to come and do this at this age. I mean, unless somebody programmed it, it's not my fault. When you went to the problem, you think about the rape that happened or the injury that happened to you, you have to actually convince yourself it's not your fault. And if there was something that was your fault, let's say the rape happened when you was 5. Now you're talking when you're 50, 60, 70, try to heal that because the damage stayed with you. So if it's not my fault, so why I'm beating myself for that? So that's when the healing comes. So if it's not my fault, why I'm beating myself to it? What about the guy that do it to me? Is it his fault? So you got to look at that too. And when the feeling come back to you, you access your memory and the feeling come back to you. If you feel like crying, you cry. Crying is one thing to clean up what's inside. The crying don't happen for a reason. It could happen when you're happy, or happen when you're sad. It's clean up or make sure that this little lighter. Okay? So men and women, is this okay to cry? I mean, you're not going to cry in public in front of the children, or I do. I did one time. You're not going to go and just cry in the middle of the street. This was, you got to do this privately, because this is how private works, you know? So you cry, allow it. Feel the injury in your body. You feel the injuries. Don't judge it. Don't judge it, because now you actually try to find the way to release it easily. And the release will come through crying, or maybe you get some sort of sneezing or some sort of coughing. The healing came out. If you haven't done the healing work, these energies recorded in your body are energies or songs or whatever. You literally have to delete it and remove. And it had to have some way to come out through your eyes, the tear, your nose, or the, mucus, your mouth, the spit, your hair, the whatever whack. It's gonna come out. Energy transform to different things. The energy transform to your body. So why can the problem in your body record come out of the tear? It can come out of the tear. It can come out of other things. So if you allow yourself to cry and just sit and don't say, oh, it's sad, it's not healthy for a big person to cry. You're judging now. Don't try to judge. So feel the problem. And when you feel it, you can look deeper, try to forgive yourself. Okay, it's not your problem that you got raped. It's not my problem. And I'm doing my best for me. And that person, you don't want to hold a grudge to them. Because if you hold a grudge, it's still going to bother your soul or your mind. It's not going to line up with your heart. So you have to actually see, well, in order for that old man to rape a young child, the man himself must not be all right mentally. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to put your mind that the man himself, he's disabled, he's sick, he needs help, he's lost, he has emotional immaturity. So he's not in the proper mind, because the man in the right proper mind will not think of doing that. There was immaturity within that man that he done. You say, okay, the man do know no better. He do know no better. If you know better, you're not going to do that. Doesn't matter how much you like the vagina, you're not going to do that for the baby. So when you know the people don't know no better, and that time you was a baby, and you cannot help protecting yourself, and the man already sick, he cannot see you as a baby to protect you, and mom and dad were not around to protect you, nobody else. Now you know the situation that happened with no help, with two incompetent people that cannot fix the problem. The man was disabled mentally, and the child that was infant or young one. So when you see the knowing or the reason of that meaning, then now you have a room to forgive yourself and forgive that man. He's a sick man. He's really sick. Even if they say they might wear a nice suit, they go to church preaching as a pastor, and they go to their wife and their children, they keep their children. No, they sick. They sick. They sick. So it's something that we have to know, that the man or somebody, adult, who have a right mind, connect with your heart, you're not going to do wrong to anybody else, not to say just the babies. So when you realize this is the case, now the forgiveness happened from you to the sick man. And when you forgive these, you will say, I forgive myself for even thinking bad about what happened to me. Because it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't know any better. So now I will be good. This thought not going to come to my head and bother me. I forgive myself. And that thought will come out, whether you cry or you just forgive quietly, it will come out through the energy. It will come out of your body. And then you will say, I forgive you who would do the injury for me. You're going to forgive them from distance. You don't have to go close to them and, I mean, this will remind you of some tensions, but you can forgive them where you are. You forgive yourself. And if they hurt you because you did something that you don't remember in your life or in the past that you've done to them, so you are sorry. This is shadow work now, shadow work. Shadow work is the shame side of yourself, the thing that's been done to you badly and the bad thing you've done to other people. And the thing that you don't want to let people hurt or know to come out to the light. The thing that, hurt you sometime inside and you don't want to talk about it. And you can go to yourself and heal them. This is Sunday, Healing Sunday. We're going to go to all our secrets on Sunday, inside ourselves. And today, the eclipse is in the moon now. This is a secret. As it's in what house the eclipse ends? Yesterday. The eclipse was yesterday. And we connect to the house. We come back to healing. The eclipse was here yesterday in the 5th house. It was in the 5th house today. No. 8th house. It was in the 8th house. And today the moon moved forward and went to the seventh house, or the ninth house. So yesterday was the sun together in Sagittarius in the eighth house. And the eclipse is actually try to bring light into inside chains, bring it out and make peace with it. So that energy is there and it's helping us now. So we have a skill in the sky helping, in the ground helping, with your soul inside to solve your shame or your shadow work or your problem that you don't want to deal with peacefully within yourself. Because this eclipse will tell us, what is your value that are important to you? That's what the eclipse will bring, in the sky. The joint from yesterday will last for 6 months. What is your value? Within 6 months, you're going to work for your self value. So what mean thing to you? What is the meaning thing? What does your soul want? It's not about physical much, about what inside that we hide and we want. So when you heal this shadow work, it's one way to heal the shadow work, to confront the pain, and somehow it will be released through all the holes in your body. The pain will be released, and now the body have to relax. So you forgive yourself, and then you forgive that man. And as you can forgive that man, you can add something like, from now on forward, within my own heart and my own mind, anything that I'm going to radiate between me and that thought about the guy that raping me is love. And I'm going to radiate love through this energy. The tension, fearful, scary, shameful energy, you're going to put love to it, because now you find to get a way to forgive yourself and love yourself. And you can say this to yourself too. Anything happened between you and this idea that the guy done to you is only love of the universe, of the God, of the sun, in exchange. It's not going to be something that, injured you. You have to be able to do this on yourself. And these are the exercise to be able to help your shadow work, your inner self. Well, let's say if you take a journey back to your mom womb, like you can take these journeys. These are how to work with yourself. You can sit, like I can sit now and I can just close my eye. I go back to my mom womb mentally. What happened in the womb? You have to sit with it. What happened when you were a toddler, when you were 20? Because the recording start in the womb or before the womb. And when you know these things, you be comfortable for asking what happened for something that you're not in control of. You never seen, you don't know, but you have to go inside because all answers are in. Okay, Quidloin. This guy have a beautiful comment. Let me read his comment to us. Great philosophical advice for knowledge for our community to learn from. Oh, this is Quidloin. Thank you, brother. We all learning. I'm learning too. I'm learning. We all learn. This is Sunday. And our worship Sunday, I think we should actually hop a lot and change it to go within more. Deal with the mind and the heart, because these are the things that go to church and try to have a better afterlife, and that's what we have to dive deep, philosophical. What is the philosophy? Knowledge, right? That's what the philosophy. Higher knowledge, is study. Knowledge, yeah, philosophy, higher knowledge, that's in somewhere. Yeah, I looked at that before. You study the higher knowledge, but the higher knowledge is you. We know that. There's no other higher knowledge than you. If you say, well, God is higher knowledge than me, but it's inside your heart, causing your heart to beat. You right? So we take this common sense about the God ourselves, so it's not too far. Then we will know that we don't look for the God outside ourselves. But your mind convince you all the time to look for God outside yourself. Okay? But now we have the eclipse, we have the sky. That telling us and forcing us to go inside the moon and the sky, inside yourself, and actually find to dig out any hidden pain, hidden fear that inside you that cause your life to be a little uncomfortable. Because when you're in balance with your breath, your soul, yourself, even if you poor, you in Africa, China, in a poor country that have a lot of poor people, and you live there, but you know self, your life gonna be fine with whatever you have. Because the soul can put light anywhere in any dark situation. That's what God do. God can put light inside any dark situation that you've been through. There's no difficult situation or painful situation that your soul or your God cannot handle. So you have to find a way to talk to the God, because the way we talk to God, the Bible is not something simple. Okay. It's not something simple, you know. So the Bible, it's a son, the word of son, or the word of God that men wrote and put in the Bible, you know. And I said before, the Bible is actually the second-hand information. Yeah. Well, it's a third party. The body write the Bible on behalf of the soul, right? So the prophet that wrote the Bible, let's say Moses, prophet that wrote the Bible. So it was a body that the soul possessed. Soul is in the body, and the soul has visions, inside to wrote what the soul said, and the body actually is an instrument for that. So if we know these things, in our own body, it's not too far, but we're not going to search for the God outside. You're not going to search for the God outside. You're going to search for the God that within yourself. Shadow work. You can Google this. Anything you can Google and research. Get to learn if you're in seek of lining up yourself or your son, your heart. So you be lined up in every day of Sunday. So you will be in peace in every day of Sunday. So you will know how to discipline your children. The birth chart. We all educational here. There's nothing to learn new language. It's a new language for real. If you want to read things using mathematics, it's a new language. Like numerology, it's a language. Using the star, it's a language. Using your body, it's a language. Everything's a language. You just had to learn how to read the heavenly and earthly energy or soul that you have using these languages. And the Bible is the main language that was given to us. And that language is not easy to communicate. And they even say it's speak with parables. What just happened? Let me go back to, okay. Right here. Okay, let me go back to, if you know that these language are the language that can be used to cultivate yourself, so you can choose and see what fit with you. Because people have different learning. People have big brain, people have small brain, some people have big head, some people have small head, big ego, small ego. Everybody learn differently. Like if I came now to try to give you this knowledge, it's not like because it has something to do with how I enter the earth. So when you enter the earth, there's a portal. The way you come to earth, there will be a knowledge there. That knowledge will be the core of the knowledge that you will express more. Like the people that hold the knowledge down or don't speak much or don't try to be in public will be the Scorpio. Scorpio, the people that were born November 21st, December 21st, no, maybe October 21st to November 21st. Yes, those are the Scorpio born. These people, they hold the information inside. So even they know something, they not speak openly about it, and they probably teach in a secret way or give people underneath. So they don't want to be in the front line. They are investigator underneath. So these people will not speak their knowledge easily. Like me, I came like a fire sign, and the Scorpio is a water sign. The water go in the one way, whatever go down. I'm fire sign. If I come to earth in the fire sign, there's 4 elements on earth: fire, earth, water, and air. Okay, I'm fire sign. So if you come to earth in the fire element, so you're gonna be very hot, you're gonna be very loud somehow. You're gonna try to burn things fast, act fast, think fast, That's fire, Try to start, business quick when you're not even planned properly, So the Capricorn will be the proper planning. So these people do things quick, rough, and it's different type of fire. There's 3 fire sign, Like if I come to the planet Earth myself, I'm fires, and fire burn for knowledge. I'm thirsty for knowledge. So any knowledge I come through, I would research that, get to know it, analyze. Not only that, my sign is a sage, by zodiac, the higher learning of, philosophy. That's what he say there. I literally came in the portal of the philosophy when I came to Earth. So it's embedded within my window. Some people, they might come in the portal of food. You may be a great doctor teaching people about the food. Some people may come in the portals of, building houses, architecture, Some people are good in the window energy they come in, but they can learn other things. But there's some special window they come through on earth that they be good at. Like when I come to people, this energy is already embedded with me when I come to earth. So some people can help me to activate it more or guide me to share it with people. But if I come to the family that do not like to talk about this, so I'm not going to be encouraged to do that. So they will actually lower my intelligence because they don't talk about, we talk about the Christian. Don't talk about star. Don't talk about, higher God. Don't talk about spirituality. Don't talk, we're just going to do the Bible. We're going to. But that way of thinking will lower my urge for God, because my urge for God is bigger than that. I want to see the God in everything. I want to learn the God in everywhere. But the Bible says you can only learn the God through this Christianity way or through this Muslim way. And somebody like me will have a hard time in that religion, which I did. But I am still, my mom is a pastor. I sing in the church. I used to be a church, leader, choirs. So I did that, but I just knew that my soul wanted to do more of a God, more of a higher talking. So if I brought that to you and you guys listen to me, it's not like you don't have it, but I came in a time that my son were there or my heart were there. That's what I'm going to talk about all the time. And you can tell the people, everybody I talk to, we're not going to pass the spirit. We're not going to pass the soul. Everything we do, I talk about okay, soul. Even if you try to say something, is that your soul saying that? Or is that your mind? So, and then some people may be annoyed with this. Some people might not be annoyed. But some people, they have the soul, but the soul may shine in a different skills. But they produce the same great work. Let me look, I was told. Much guys, that's exactly true. Okay, much guys. Oh, God, Galwag, you agree. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to know that you guys on the same page as me. Mala, okay. Malaria, Kashia Mari, Chilanuri. More con Wakot. Okay, let's say more con Jesus Pal. Manjala Ray Bible, Pal Conico a gook Mugua. And then, Mingi Yeto, a Pali gook. Go make you land Waikot. Chilan Wine go at it. Ryan Kot Berkerade. So Michi Gok Benkaji, a Sheila right. So the Ngatin Kokomo, a Gomugo, Kerwine to Brat order. Right? No, Gok being like your Gok Michi Benatef, a shampoo, the corner right. Bar right a link, Kerwine to Brat order. Kabash you net in Brat order, Kenyan Kot to go. So, and Jesus can write on a Gok. Java Chalanego can call you Genoa. Okay, somebody just join us. Shinidra. Come, and this is my sister. Girl, I've been calling you for Ian. I am here, Sastado. That's my sister. Girl, I've been calling you for Ian. Pick up the phone. Why are you not calling? What's up? I'm trying to get this woman meeting, and you're one of those women. Okay. Thank you, sister, coming. What are we talking about? We're talking about Sunday in the South, the shadow works, how to heal the injuries with your shadow works, your past, not past life, your hidden life that you're hiding. Then, the sun in our body, we talk about the eclipse. It was yesterday, and again lasts for at least 5 months. This clip deal with the releasing the negative energy in your shadow side, and your shame side, your inner child that you don't want to access, which is your part of your child that need to be loved. And we used example earlier, if somebody rape you in the early age, how can you heal that? I just give a little example. Let me just wind the video back and get it. So we got to be able to bring these injury up and heal them. So now I just have a little bit of, what do they call it? Line up, put up together what I just said in one thing before you go for our sister just arrived. Okay. So I'm going to go down and up. So I see if somebody says something, then I had a power. Press like, and press share. And if you have a power, please go to YouTube. Go to YouTube now. Go to YouTube. And then you can subscribe to YouTube. I'm trying to go live YouTube more, but I can't do it on the phone because I have small suppression. I think I have a good content, a good information. Why I'm not having a lot of followers on YouTube, okay? So share it and pass it on, okay? Sunday. So the day of the sun in the sky. The day of the heart is the sun, okay? The heart is the first, organ that start life from, and it beat and is stronger than brain, okay? So if we actually live in the heart, So there's a chance for us to exercise self-love on the planet. But if we live in the mind, you don't have a power to exercise self-love. Okay? And to be able to handle self-love is not only on Sunday. The sun rises every day. So every day is Sunday. Why would they put it for what, the day after the Saturday? And the Saturday is, what day is Saturn, the planet Saturn? So where's the planet Saturn in the sky now? Let's see the Saturn in the sky. Okay. So the Saturn in the sky now is in 10th house in Aquarius. Saturn just moved to Aquarius, which is Saturday, Saturn. It moved to Aquarius. And the sun is in the 8th house in Sagittarius. My birthday coming up. Hey, told me happy birthdays. I have 3 days for my birthday, December 8th. So this is actually lighting up. It's in my sign, it's happening in my sign, the eclipse. So even me to come up to share this with you is already a sign that the heavenly eclipse have a power to activate my inner self, to share the inner power with the people outside, so we will find a way to navigate the inside stuff. Just me talking to you like this, that's part of that. Because if they did not light up that energy, so I'm not, if I'm depressed or I'm stressed, it's not a problem. So my mind not gonna have access to what goes in the sky to be able to talk about it now. Because the stress and the fear are the one that blocking what you need to do on the planet. And on the planet, you came for a reason. I mean, you more than a mother, you more than a wife or husband, you more than employees or company owner. You more than this. Your core of your essence, you cannot identify you or validate you by physical items, including your body. Does that make sense? So if your physical body or your wealth around the world are the one that describing you and you in the mind, if you're in the mind, it's not going to have enough trust to set in that love in the heart to guide you properly. Because when we all in the mind, as I say, the mind is the ego, and the ego is the one that wrote the Bibles, okay? Ego wrote the Bible. These men are very egotistic when they wrote the Bible. Extremely egotistic when they wrote the Bible. I mean, maybe that's my way of seeing it. Because if they're not that egotistic during the writing the Bible to give it to us, God's word will be easy to understand, and it would be understood a long time ago. We're not going to spend this century. Ancient Egypt go along, it come and go, the empire, they didn't understand God. There was no peace in their country. They were fighting all the time with Greeks, with whatever. And then ancient Greek, they fight, big fight. Those people, they didn't even want to do God. They pagans, okay? They went and bring the Egyptian God into the Greek and try to translate it as a Torah, or not Torah, as a Hebrew, with the Hebrew, which has come from Torah. Torah comes from Egypt. That translated is not easy. They still suffer with war. Ancient Greek, ancient China. These people, they teach God, but nobody succeed. If they would have succeed, okay, somebody say, yes, Leo inside. We're fire sign. It's fixes. Yes. We are fire sign. Let me see if I can give my sister a quick reading. So I don't know if I have Shanid. Yeah, I'm gonna pause this one out talking for a little bit. Let me step back here so we can have clear of how this chart working out our stuff. So I showed you the chart earlier. Shanidra, let me see if I have your chart from a long time ago. No, I'm just pulling your shot in public without asking you. I'm trying to connect with a clip in the sky so you can see what's going on, Nini, we can put you for Auntie Nini. Or girl, you got all the name for us. Everybody got a different name for this woman. So I'm trying to bring something simple. This woman knows astrology a little bit, I know a little bit too. We all, we're learning on this. So I didn't know any personal expert astrologer here. Okay, Jeanette, I don't know, girl. I have to look your name up later. But you ought to know what's in your chart. So now you're a fire sign. Leo is a fire sign. This woman, she's a fire sign. You want me to say a thing about you a little bit? So these people, you my sister in a way by zodiac, okay? Leo the fire sign, Sagittarius fire sign, and Aries. These are the three sisters fire sign. So uh the Aries with first fires, Aries burn in one way, it goes straight. Aries, the heat is just going forward. Going forward. If there's any heat in the back, no, you're in the back. So they burn going forwards. So that's how the energy come out. Leo is a fixed energy, it burn in one place, with a heart burn, just burn there, burning up, flaming. Sagittarius, I just burn everywhere. That's me. Okay? I just burn everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, people. That's why I'm learning to master my mind so I don't have to burn you, because I literally can burn people. It's okay. My word, when I say word sometime, yeah, people drop dead. Emotionally, not physically. So let's go on the star now with fire sign Leo. Leo, I think the birthday was between August 21st to September 21st, or it was July 21st to August 21st. I think that's where the Leo is. So like now, Nina, you have to find out where the sun is in your chart and where. So I'm going to show you the chart a little bit. I'm going to go back on the chart before we go to the topic. This is going to be a little longer. So this is the sun. This is the eclipse chart in the sky. This is what we're going to the sky now. That's the sun is close to the Mercury. That one little thing there is a Mercury with sun. The sun is just a circle in Sagittarius. And this is the 8th house. So in the 8th house, and the moon is in the 9th house. So now we have a Pluto right here. Pluto, Venus, and Saturn join in the 10th house. 10th house is a public. It's a public house, government, big organization. So, and the Venus is the one that rules the love, the beautiful woman. The Pluto is the transformation, life and death. And Saturn is about regulation, rule, government, fathers. So in the 10th house. So in this energy now, within the government, what happened now in the sky within the government is going to be a lot of transformation with the beauty, which is the Venus, the beauty, the money, the wealth. In the regulation with rule, the law, the government, it's going to be transformation in the 10th house happening. And it's a very good aspect because it's go around here. The sun, you see the blue arrow here? It come right here down to, that's Scorpio. And Mars and Scorpio, there's a good aspect. The blue one means it's a good aspect. And the Sagittarius, the moon just left there. So it's going to be a lot of transformation that's coming out from the government. A lot of wealth, was beautiful. Venus to control wealth. A lot of, the finance going to change. Just give it 6 months or less. Financial, how it is on the planet is going to change. It's already changing in the sky, how we see it. It's going to be a rebirth. We might have a different system of money because the Pluto is on top. And the 10th house, the house of public, the house of, all the big money, the big bang and whatever, 10th house will be the people that die, their money, that can be represented for 10th house. So the Pluto is there. Pluto is bringing a change to a place that seemed to be not in good condition. Let's say if Pluto, the planet Pluto, it's a long planet, it goes slowly. Let's say if it come to your chart, because the Pluto, control, the unseen, the thing that are hidden, the thing that you don't want to look at. The same thing like shadow work. Your shadow side, that would be Pluto. So your shadow side, your negative side. So you don't see those, you don't want to deal with them because they're too painful or whatever. That can be, represented by Pluto. Nana, anything cooking? What am I smelling? Like it fires. Oh, it's just my nose fires. I'm fire. I smell fire. So now the Venus is there. Venus is celebrating with beauty, the planet Venus, with beauty, with wealth, with good condition, big houses, big family, celebration, They come together and the celebration is going to be magnified by the Pluto, the celebration of wealth. But if the celebration is not in the correct order or the finance of the wealth is not properly in the line to human soul, because the Venus is a beautiful souls, then Pluto will destroy whatever the structure that were there and give it a new structures. If Pluto come to your chart when you were born and it come back, if it come back to you and it find you old or whatever, and you're not a healthy person in your body, it will take your life. Pluto and Saturn have similar discipline. So these planets, they want you to be disciplined mentally, emotionally, in order for you to live life functionally. It's not like Sagittarius, like that sign Sagittarius. If something did not done right, whatever, no, we leave it, we move forward. So you go to the next one. No. If Pluto is there, no, you're not moving forward. You have to fix this. You have to learn from it. You have to graduate from it, and then you move forward. So the financial instrument or system, let not be surprised. It's coming down. It's coming down. Just wait a little bit. Be prepared. Buy your gold, buy your silvers. Okay. Invest money to silver. The credit system and the Federal Reserve System is coming down. Okay. So I'm not predicting it. The sky notes say that, So let's say where it is, where you have the Pluto and where you have the Saturn in your chart, you have to look. So it will light up that house, And when you know these things, then you can act. You can act in a way that conscious thinking. You will know, oh, that's what I want. Oh, I don't want this. Oh, this is what's happening. Like if Pluto is coming in 5 years, and Pluto actually, or Saturn coming to return to your, Saturn is born. Let's make a Saturn. Control born to the structure. Saturn return every 30 years. Go around whatever the sun every 30 years. The moon go around 1 month, and whatever, the movement of the Mercury go fast. Mercury move fast. If Saturn come back to your chart, it's Sunday. We're talking about this clock in the sky and the clock in the shirt too. The same thing, they have clock everywhere. If it come back and you're not as 30-year-old, it come like when you're 30, when you're 60, when you're 90, 120, and 120. Every 30 years, then you go to the next one. No, yeah. So you do the math, okay? If it come back every 30 years and you become old in your age and you're not a whole person that take care of your body, you may end up breaking your hips. Your strong bone may not be strong. And Saturn is break. If you don't something, you don't build a house, nothing strong is going to break. If Saturn came back, whether your house or whatever it is, it's going to be cracks, thing going to be done. So Saturn is doing things slowly in a very functional way so you can succeed properly. If you didn't do that, it will break you down. So, and now it's going to Aquarius. The Aquarius is control. The truth is coming out. The electricity, communication, technology is Aquarius. And what else? Aquarius, humanitarians work is Aquarius, very friendly in the public. And now it's in the 10th house. So Saturn coming to Aquarius in the sky now is going to be a lot of freedom fighters. But Saturn is there. There's going to be restriction also. So these freedom fighters coming with a government restriction is going to be a clash. But if more people wake up, so if the truth coming out in the order way, which is Aquarius, then Saturn have no way just to change to follow the truth as long as you bring your truth out in a 1, 2, 3 step way, in an orderly way. And then Saturn not going to hurt you, but you're not going to jump the truth. So you're not going to jump your age. 1 year, 2 years, you just grow one step at a time. That's what happened in the sky. And we also have Chirons, the key in Aries, which is the brain. The Chiron is a healing wounded. We all wounded, but we have a healing power, which is our soul inside ourselves that represent Chiron, So, but our body, physically, emotion is wounded, but the soul is there to heal. But if you don't know you have a power to heal your soul, so you're not going to get a chance of Chiron healing through your body. But it's in Aries now, Aries, the head, the brain. So the healing wounded happen in the brain. So the main thing to work on now, and it's in the 12th house. The 12th house controls the spirit, the unseen. So the healing now on the planet to deal something with your brain, with your emotion, with your intellect, with your soul. These are the things, the unseen things, these are the things that happen now on the planet. and it's going to happen for several years. So people are awakening to cultivate the soul inside the body, and the earth already helping you to do that. Okay, so if you get to know your shot, I was talking to Murray, but I left something that important that I want to finish with my people earlier. Oh, my people. So without knowing your shot, you might not, and you're not psychic already. The movement, the way you move, may be a little blind on the planet. The goal is, if you don't know how to read the chart, exercise your inner God talking. Exercise, try to follow your heart, Exercise, try to follow your creativity. The creativity is the heart. The sun is the heart. The God is the heart. The beat that happened in the heart. If you trust that and you know that, then you can have a skill to exercise that. Okay? Somebody say July 19 to, yes, July 19 to 12. That's, I just see it now. That was, Leo. And Leo, you benefit too from sun being in Sagittarius, because you're a fire sign in 8th house. And 8th house deal with, other people's money. And the eclipse happened in the 8th house yesterday. Okay? And the 8th house deal with other people's money. And, okay, let's go back to slavery. Where the state of the slavery? They got a state, right? Everybody that died in the United States have an estate. An estate is like your will. If you have will or you have land and you die and you left it, so it will be given to your children. So the slavery, where the estate, because they don't have an identity and they don't have any soul to identify with the physical that left and who behind that connected. So somebody else is actually enjoying their estate or their goodwill, And the children of those slaves that left behind, they don't have no access to the estate because they don't know how to access their intelligence. Or it's not like they don't know there was the system was created to cover up the intelligence to blame their land. There's so much estate within the slavery names in this country. Even if the slavery or ascendant or the children of slavery, it's not the slavery, the people that was enslaved, okay? That was here, the native of this land. It's not even America today. So they have access to their ancestor estate, because the state's still there. It's registered with the U.S. Treasury Department. Okay? Your state didn't go anywhere. And if nobody used it, because some more the state, everything in the United States is invested in the stock market, the Security Exchange Commission. So you can, Google those things and try to get a hold of who's in charge of the security and track down these people's state. There's another state for the children that was born in slavery to access and use it now, but because it was designed for them not to access it. And now, in the sky, there was a conjunction in the 8th house. 8th house deal with other people's money, the people that died. So it's going to be a lot of money that's been given now from whatever the slavery money that went there. Because slavery money, they still in the United States. They fund war with those money. They do other stuff with those money, But now there's a chance for these people to wake up to claim back their land. This would be one of the soul that being activated, one of the soul aspect that being activated by this native here. I think, okay, that's a good point. If anybody know the birth chart of American, I look it up. Somebody can look it up. When the American was born, that's the birth chart. So when anything was created, there's a birth chart for that, the universe, They have Pluto somewhere, and now they have Pluto return. If the Pluto returning to America birth chart, whatever was created before, it was created with dishonest or was created with secret or hidden thing. Now the Pluto is actually going to destroy that and give it a new birth, a new identity, something that line up with your soul. So most American native, if you know law or anything, look into the state so you can be able to access your ancestor estate money easily in the 8th house, which is occupied by the eclipse to bring out the shadow. Go inside the shadow, bring it out. Somebody say, yes, I won something. Okay. Oh, that's Shanita. Yes, I won someone 12K last week. You won someone 12K last week? Other people money. Oh, look at my sister. It's right. Jupiter give off luck energy. Yep, Jupiter is lucky energy, wealth. I need Jupiter to be in my. She says she needed Jupiter to be in her second house now. Yeah, second house pros. Yeah, Jupiter gonna benefit anybody. Find out where Jupiter is in your house. So she just win people from other people's money. Now the other people's money activated in the sky. If there's any money in the system, that's other people that live and people that use it. Everybody have access to access that energy. And how can you make money using other people's money? That is already open in the sky now. We have that powers. Okay. Oh, wow. This is going deep, my dear. What about sign Libra? Okay, this is my sister, Nyamai get it. Okay, Nyamai get. We're not doing the sign by Sunday. All sign are Sunday because they have sun in their chart. So Libra, when Nyamai was born, who was born in Libra time? So what's Libra time? September 21st to October 21st? No, Libra. Yeah. No, Libra underneath. Because there's Virgo is here and then Libra. Yeah, September 21st to October 21st. I think that's when Libra was born. It's Libra chart. So these people, I'm going to do something quick. So now Libra, in the sky now, Libra is in the sixth house, okay? So when you were born, sun was in Libra, or who was born, Nyagi and Yamite, when you were born, sun was in the sign of Libra when it came in. And now, as we speak, as we talk now, the Libra move all the way is in, let me see where Libra is. So Libra. Harry Gemini, Where's Libra? Okay, I'm missing Libra here. So it's in the it's in the sixth house in the sky, between Virgo and Scorpio. I think it's in Virgo. It's close to Virgo. I couldn't see it here. So, okay. And what planet there? There's no planet there. The sign. So your Libra now is in the sixth house. The sixth house control work. The sixth house is the house of Virgo. And it's control work. It's control hygiene. It control detail. If you Libra, you're very, well, this is the sixth house. I'm describing the sixth house. Now your work, your cleanliness, and your hygiene, your practical, called this is the Virgo house, sixth house, and the Libra is there. Libra is law, is balance, is bring fairness. That's Libra. These people want to be fair, want to treat people equally. They bring balance. They're very good people. When they know themselves. Every sign have negative and positive. That's why you have to balance, called the shadow. Positive and negative had to be, balanced. But the good side of people, most Libra, they lawyers, and they teach something in the place with orders, they have good orders where they are. They communicate fairly, they respect people's boundary. Unless when Libra is not disciplined, if it's not disciplined very well, then Libra become too passive. When they become too passive, Libra end up keeping people's secrets because you don't want to tell any secret to anybody because some people may get killed or might get hurt. And I do not want anybody to be hurt. I'm just going to be quiet. Okay. That would be other part of the Libra that will injure Libra to be passive about the facts. They don't want to communicate the facts because if you communicate the facts, people may fight. And Libra is a law. Not fighting now. We need equality. We need even. So Libra need to balance this passiveness. So you be strong enough to whoever come to you, practice the law. The law is not passive. If you did the problem, you got to deal with the problem. That's what the law is and fix it. And when Libra is a little distressed or depressed or don't know themselves, they be very passive. They're very friendly. People like them. There's a lot of people around Libra. You're very, friendly persons, as Libra, you law-orientated. So your negativity, pretty much, you probably will go along with other people, not to say anything wrong to them because you might affect them to be mad because you don't want any war. You keep peace, you stay away from war, even though some problem, you need to go with heat to fix them, okay? So it cannot be just peace all the time. You need some power to get, that's why the What is the other one? Pluto come or Saturn come and destroy things because there was some dirt going on and nobody want to talk about it. And Libra will keep the dirt down to keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they just keep the peace. So, and for me to know more about detail in Libra, I have to see your chart. But as a Libra, you very generous person. You know, you practice law. Libra sign is what is that law? The one that the thing in the court, the sign that's staying like this, is to show the balance, the law. So that is what Libra display. But where Libra is in your charts in the sky now is in the 6th house. So it moved 6th house. So you have to deal with your work. You know, a lot of change going to happen in your work. You're going to pay attention to your work, what type of job you're doing with your career, cleanliness, and the other thing too, you know, if the Libra now in the 6th house, it may be too restricted with work because the 6th house is Virgo house, and the restriction is there. And the restriction is there because the Virgo people that control the 6th house, they are practical, analytical practical. What I'm saying is they want to be perfect. Perfection. This is Virgo in the 6th house. And two people, if you become too much of a paying attention to perfection, you may repeat one class 10 times. You don't want to leave, I want to make it perfect. Or let's say you draw a picture and you're Virgo in the 6th house where Libra is, and you want to have balance. So the 6th house or the Virgo you read the picture 100 times and then draw it again 100 times. You know, that's the perfection, one perfect, and that one may waste your time. You may repeat something that you don't want to do, you know, or you may hold on to a bad relationship for too long because you know you want to make it perfect. Oh, we can do this. Let's do that. We can, you know, when you know nothing may be fixed and need to move forward, but you want to keep peace. So that'll be the one other thing you pay attention to as a Libra. So let's go back to the sun. So I just commented my sisters. She said something about Libra. Okay. So let's see. Yes, go ahead. Anything else? Say something else. Somebody knock the door, family. I'm having a visitor while I have live. What the heck? We're gonna be visiting now while I'm live. All right. Okay. Oh no. Who's that book, Mom? Okay. Well, they gotta be quiet until I'm gonna share my live video in a minute. So now we have the sky in our favorite. Our favorite to go in. At this Sunday, so now you quiet your own Sunday. Try to go live, you know, try to go to YouTube or Google or whatever. Shadow work. Shadow work is one way that nobody go around. There's no skipping. For you to evolve in your spiritual journey, for you, peace, Mama, how you doing? Good. For you to involve, sit for a second. Give me a second. I'll be finished in a minute.
I just want to say hi to my daughter in the car. I took her over to walk.
Okay.
I said, let me stop at my car.
That's nice. Okay, baby. I'm live too. I'm live. You see, thank you. And you gonna go home or you gonna work?
I'm going home.
Okay, you done with work?
She's all right.
Okay.
I live at home.
All right, Mama. Thank you. What is it? Your daughter gonna say hi? Okay, peace. Oh my God. How you doing, Papa? Good. Question, Papa. Question. Thank you. All right. You know, I go along. People come talk. You know these people that they go live. You have to be professional. There's no distraction. Your background is exotics. That's not this live, okay? This live gonna be interrupted by anything and anywhere and any place is welcome. We welcome energy. We respect energy. We try not to judge. Okay. So the goal is to tap into your shadow. Get to learn with the shadow work. The shadow work, again, I say her, is your shame side. How are you gonna be shamed in your body, on yourself, when you know you have a God house inside your body? How are you gonna be shamed of the bad thing that you've done? How are you gonna do that? You cannot. The God is not ashamed of anything. We don't have a shameful God. And that means what you do, your God cannot shame you. Okay? Only translations of your mental capacity of perception to see things make you shame of what you've done. And these shameless activities that got recorded in your DNA, seen you within mom's belly until now, you have a power to unrecord the recording and record new one. So that will be called your good karma. Because the thing that you record in your body a while back, they are, let's say the bad one, the shadow side, is bad karma. The bad karma going to be there until you fix it by releasing it. And there's something called the shadow work. There's also something called the cord releasing or the cord cutting. The only reason we connect with the pain that happened in the past is because the energy that we record in our body is energetic. The pain that we record is not physical. Well, it could be physical. Let's say let's just use rape as a very painful situation, okay? So it's physical and it's emotional. It goes inside your body. So the physical pain was healed if you got hurt during that area injury. But the emotional pain will still be recorded. If it's recorded emotional pains, and in your recorded device in your body, it is going to be there recording until the awareness is come to that recording. So now you old, age 40, that's what I am. If you have any problem in the back or you've been having the same thing, if the husband leave, I've been talking about husband leave. If you married and the relation leave and come leave, so this is not something you're doing now. It's something that you doing in the past for a long time. And the same energy is recording. The same woman got attracted, you have enjoyed that area, and then you departed. Because there was something that you have not learned from the past relationship for you to master in the current relationship. So you're just going to follow the same recording in the past and try to apply it in this one unconsciously, or you don't know conscious. And that's why we say, this new man I'm dealing with, this new woman, it's just exactly the same like the other woman. Because you was using the same program from your last relationship. And you just bring them to the new relationship. So the old program in your mind, in your body that you record need to be released. You need to heal yourself before you move into other relationship. I mean, I know this for a fact because what happened, especially my relationship, they play a perfect discipline about how this attraction of toxic energy come. Okay. I mean, my own, I dated 3 long relationship, 3 men. Dated or married to them, not married. One married and the one with a long relationship, 3, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. It was 10 years and then 7 years and then 6 years. So there was a long relationship happen, and the healthy one were the first ones, but still was not fully unhealthy because I was young at that time. What do I know about being a wife or whatever, mother? Okay, I don't know. And I don't know, my mom told me this is how to be a mother. No, but I did take care of the baby at an early age. And we have innate intelligence that we just know when these energy come. Okay, let's go right here. When this energy come to us, we just have that innate mothering. So when these relationships happen, I don't have any skill of being a wife, a skill of being a mother. I didn't even have a skill of being myself. I didn't know myself. Anything that somebody give me, I just respond based on what they give me and what they have, or just react to it. So there's no swallowing the situation, observe the situation, understand the situation, then transform it to the best thing. I don't have that skill. So even if those relationships fail, I mean, it's not my problem, okay? Anybody can blame me. It was not working because the people was not in the mental capacity of equality of raising healthy life. So that's why I came and moved forward. Yeah, scale. The scale is justice. The scale measure. When you measure the scale, the measurement justice. As Auntie Lily give her this Auntie Shinidra. That the name is Shinidra Common. That's her name here now. So if you did not actually, where's the topic? It's missing now. It's just going. We do mother recording, the mind, the brains. If you do not heal, those whole recording, so they are going to be displayed where you are right now. And those are the shadow work. But now we have a shine in the sky to work with our shadow work. And the shadow work is the same, similar as the cord energy. Okay, we're talking about cord. The cord releasing or the cord cutting. When we have relation with other people, maybe the physical separated, but the emotional, mental, spiritual energy you share is not separated. The physical know how to walk away, y'all, okay? You just walk away with your physical. But the love you share with the person is still there. The hate you share with them is still there with an emotion. The any bad or good you share is still there energetically. So that's why when this person left for too many years and you divorce, they still bother your mind because the energetic energy is not removed. And you don't know how to move it physically. You just know this guy going to my life, this man going to my life for 10 years. I left this job in a year, but every time I think about how I was treated on this job, it bothers me so much. It keeps reminding me because you have not released the energy of that problem or fear or scare or pain energetically. So to do what you have to do, the shadow work, energetic shadow work, and cord releasing. Cord will be the line. When you come from your mom, you have an umbilical cord. We see it's a physical cord, it's like this fat. We cut it with a scissor when the baby was born. Also, even when you cut it, this cord is energetic. That's when the things start, fertilization of the eggs. It starts with this heartbeat in the cord, You can separate yourself with a cord, but your soul is still connected, the energy. So you have to be able to do the shadow work or cord cutting to cut these people and work energy mentally, emotionally, so they don't have to come to you mentally and emotionally and bother your body physically. Because that's what they do. When they come, bad emotion, memory of it, you didn't release it, it come back. It's come back to your body, remind you of it, and you get upset. And then the body gonna be disturbed because the whole emotion got activated and it's not released. And part of releasing, you can just, like the other thing, you can do simple meditation and saying any energy that I have done wrong without you knowing it, you extend your love to them. You extend your apology to them. And if you done me wrong in the past and I don't know, I forgive you for that wrongdoing. From now on forward, I have nothing to share with you between us except radiant love. So this type of program, your mind program with it, then you will heal this energetic love connection that already left painfully in your soul. And then when you heal it, you realize that it's gone. Now you forgive it and you forgive yourself and you wish them the best. You wish yourself the best. Now you have a body that brings peace again. So this whole thought not going to come and hunt you. Because this whole thought that hunt you, you cannot raise your kid in the peace. You're going to teach your children the old thought that hunting you. And shadow work and cord cutting is one way to work with energy. Praying, shadow work is a praying. Cord cutting is this is praying. It's all praying. It's in Nuer language. I have to go back to what I was going to say with Nuer. And in Nuer way of seeing it, tip shadow would be the tip. It's all energy that stay in the body now, but it need to be removed in the body now. And to remove it, you literally have to go to your thought to remove it. You have to make peace with your thought, make love with your thought. Be kind to your thoughts, be generous to your thought. Literally you have to create a thought of positivity, machinery in your body. And to do this, it takes self-discipline. It takes self-discipline. So I'm gonna read one quote with my white book. I'm gonna just read you guys a couple of things. Oh my God! Oh wow! Something fall down like this is a very good energy. Something fall down like it was gonna spill. Something I put on the paper and it falls laying on the top. It didn't even spill. Look how energy is. We're gonna enjoy the eclipse. And I have a 7-year-old that just start learning the language of the zodiac sign. And as I was talking her earlier, she picked it up so fast. I was impressed. She read her own chart with the little thing I show her. She even draw the eclipse. The children are close to God. When you give them something about themselves and they want to know them, they curious. Because if there's some deep information about you, like, oh, this one is in myself. This one, they learn quick and they come and help you later as a parent. They learn quick, but they come back and help you later, the parents. So don't, if a child says something goofy or something spiritual, something confuse you, just make sure you don't understand, but don't deny the child of what they are. Okay? Don't deny the child of what they are. Somebody say something else that I can comment? Okay. Antonina been commenting on us. That's very good. Please like, okay? And press button. Press the like button. And sometimes what's that button? Bell, notification bells? Do they have it on Facebook or just YouTube? Notification bell, you press that and go to YouTube, please, and follow me. I really want to go live on YouTube a lot of time, okay? But there's not enough people in YouTube, okay? So we're gonna end it with our body chakras, okay? You're gonna end up the chakras a little bit, The crown chakra is on top of your head in your brain. The sixth chakra, that was the seventh. The sixth is in your forehead, okay? That was your mind eye. Your mind eye can be closed if you eat a lot of food with fluorides, with mercury, or if you use a lot of toothpaste with fluoride. Fluoride have mercury metal. They can actually calcify your mind eye, and your spiritual psychic will be closed because of the food you eat. Anybody know? Did they tell us this? No. Scientific tell you that if you follow your sign. So, and then it comes down to fifth chakra, sixth, fifth with throat. There's a wheel right here, and each chakra is energy. It's energy wheel that actually help you. Like a Taurus is a throat, okay? So, and people that are Taurus are the throat. So the throat chakra will be Taurus, okay? And the head will be Aries. It's so funny. Aries 2 chakra. Aries the head. The people that was born Aries February 21st to no. Yeah, 21st to March 21st. The people that were born February 21st, March 21st, they have first chakra and they have seventh chakra and the first chakra right here. So these 2 chakras, they're in the head, and they both Aries, and Aries the brain. These people are so smart, so jealous of Aries. Go Aries, help us save us on the planet. So, and then the third chakra will be Taurus. And if you know, based on the chakra that you each sign is a chakra. Okay, each sign is a chakra. Our sister Libra, earlier you say, what's Libra? So the Libra chakra, in the solar plexus, will be a kidney. Kidney, that's the part of, that's the Libra representative. The kidney, the Libra. So you had to be mindful of take care of your kidney, because that's where your sun shines. So that's where your light is. You pay attention to your kidney, clean up your kidney, based on what other planet there. So, and then Taurus, back to the Taurus, is a throat. Most Taurus are speaker, or they can talk, or they can sing. I'm not talk, sing. Most Taurus sing. They can sing freely because the throat is where they thrive, Most Aries, which is the head, these people have A in school. Look up any Aries. There's no stupid Aries. No, this sign explain exactly your energy. Anybody come in the Aries season, they automatically intelligent. Maybe sometimes they very quick because they fire sign, they move, they make quick decision, but they very, very intelligent, and throat, Taurus, which control the banking, Taurus are the banking, like jersey of wealth on the planet is Taurus, pentacle, money, and throat. So that's your third chakra. And, if your third chakra is not opening or it's not working well, if your voice is not working well, you don't speak up for yourself because there was an injury that was done when you were a baby or before the light here. Let's say if Taurus didn't speak so much, your throat chakra may be closed. And it can be only closed because the family you grew up from, they don't want you to speak when you want to say something. Or when you want to say something, you end up getting in a problem. Or your problem come to you whether you want to speak truth or whatever. Then these people learn to be quiet. They learn not to speak for their right because their power to speak been suppressed by the people in their lives. So until they get old later, they have to learn how to speak for themselves. That's why you find out some people, when they speak and they get a chance to speak on somebody want to say something, they get offended. Why you cut me off? Don't cut me off. Because these people have been cut off in life for so much. And now they get a chance, they become adults, they're grown up, and they find a way to speak, and somebody will want to cut them up. It's like, no, you're not going to cut me up. You quiet. I'm the oldest. You don't cut me up. I'm the. They become so obsessed with speaking because they will deny the speaking the early age. If somebody speak freely and you have your free voice, if somebody jump in to say something, you're not going to get offended. The people that get offended because they got cut off, that their point's not close, they got really mad too and curse you out. Some people like that. Even some parent, if a child says something while you're speaking, so they have issue with the throat chakra. Because the speech did not come out freely, easily. If the speech come out, whether you pause or you come back, it's a free movement. The people with a closed chakra on the throat will have a hard time speaking. And if they shy, they won't speak, they be singing, they may not sing. And these people have talent. And then we come down to the 7, 6, 5, and what is the other one? Because I start from the top. It's because the next one will be Gemini. Gemini will be your arms. Okay, Gemini are the arms. So if your arms, your hands are not actually doing the communication. Gemini controls the communications, any communication, internet, writing, books, reading, teachings, getting knowledge out. This is Gemini's. And what do we do with the hand? Communication. You point, go here, 10 left. This is the communication, writing, sign language. This is hand. So this sign, Gemini talk a lot. People like Gemini, they speak too much. So they the one, So if the Gemini is not speaking or not speaking their best, so the chakra, I think Gemini, the arms and the ribs cage, is it Gemini? Somewhere there. It's definitely somewhere on the upper body of the shoulder. If the chakra there is not working, your communications, whether your aunt or your writings or your emailing or your, might be blocked. You might not speak properly. This is one of the fifth chakra. The fifth chakra? Yeah, 1, 2, no. But 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, the fourth chakra. And then the heart, after Gemini, then you come. No. After Gemini, what's next here? The next sign will be Cancer. The Cancer is up above here. Cancer will represent the breast, the feeding baby. Cancer is a mother, And these people, they're very emotional. They go in. So that's your sixth chakra right there. If you're emotional, like really close in, some women, they didn't feed their children with their breast, with the cancer, main thing feeding. Why they didn't feed their children? Because those chakra was closed. It would taught them that you're not how to feed your child, or you may lose some of your outside beauty. The Western, this chakra actually, this chakra of a Cancer chakra of a woman, it was closed. A lot of women, they're not breastfeeding, and that's one of the Cancer talents, to nourish the children. So we know that now maybe some other country, African, they still have a breastfeeding children, not here. So as Cancers, so as women, we got to work in that area, the nourishing part. The breast, I think the rib cage and whatever area is, that's Cancer there. Then you come down to the heart, that would be the Leo. That would be the third chakra. There's the first, okay. Leo is the heart. So the heart, the chakra of the sun, If a Leo is not leading, something wrong. The chakra is closed. These are the leader, born leader by birthright. If they're not in the CEO of the company, if they're not running their own company, if they're not actually teaching the creativity, the chakra is closed or the chakra was disabled, and it's going to take hard to be able to activate that chakra. And to activate the heart chakra, right there, you literally have to treat your heart like you are, like it was your child. You have to love your heart like you literally treat your child. You got to change your heart diaper. You got to, feed your heart good. You got to be able to open this chakra, because these are the ones that, pass this energy to come out. So it's give to other people. And then after the heart chakra, which is the third chakra, the third, yeah, I think the third, And then you come to the solar plexus, So the solar plexus is right here. That will be the stomach chakra. That will be Virgo. The Virgo is solar plexus chakra and his stomach. Okay? And Virgo is a cleanliness. You have to be clean, practical. Sometimes they get OCD, these people. And it does bother them. Yeah, it's too OCD, those are Virgo. If this chakra is closed or it's not working properly, Virgo will have a stomach problem. because Virgo or the solar plexus chakra is the stomach area. So you will have a lot of diarrhea, constipations, because you're not paying attention to the stomach, and stomach, the one that clean all the dirt. Anything you eat, who clean it? The stomach, right? So Virgo is a colon, it's your colon. If your colon, you're eating bad foods, it will block back up, it will clog. And everybody have every sign have a Virgo in their chart. So this apply to everybody, this chakra. If your solar plexus is closed, as a woman or a man, the stomach problem will be a big problem. You might have upper back problems a lot, or lower back problems. You know, the uterus is right there too, and around that area. You know, it's not too far from your birth canals. So you will have a lot of problem in your stomach. So you literally have to find a way to activate the solar plexus. When you do that, to activate that chakra, to recognize that's where your stomach is. Your stomach, they say, is so that's your second brain, you know. So you got to be able to treat your stomach problem. Like Virgo need to eat healthy, otherwise y'all gonna have a lot of stomach problem. Virgo is lactose intolerant too. They don't like a lot of milk, unless they're extremely good organic milk. Although they don't like milk, you know. That was your solar plexus chakra. If that doesn't work properly, stomach problem, the back problem, up back, lower back, the colon, the intestine, these will not work, you know, properly. You eat little thing and bother you, but you need to open that chakra so the energy will move there properly. And then you come down to solar plexus. What's next? The sacrum chakra. The sacrum is between, you know, your hip bones, the pelvic hip bone. The sacrum's right there on top of it, by your birth canals, or the man is your reproductive area. That's the sacrum right there. You know what? You know. And if this chakra is closed, your sexual life will be in dangers. Will not be safe. You will not enjoy it. It will be rough. You may not have it for a long time. You may have it too many times. So this chakra need to be healed in that area, you know. And then the root chakra, which is where you sit down, you start with your butt, your end, and that's your root chakra right there. And that root chakra is the main that where the energy come in, you know. And this chakra have a big power to do. So right there, that chakra, if there's a lot of abuse with sex too, or a lot of abuse with eating, or a lot of abuse with any reproduction system, it can affect the root chakra. And if root chakra is closed, the rest of the chakra is not going to be light, because that's the beginning, that's the first one. So you have to find a way to research how to activate these chakras. And they can be activated, just the mindset. And when you activate these chakra, they work harmoniously. Any problem that come in your life is no fear. You will have enough love to manage the problem. And the problem grow because you don't have enough love to manage the problem. You try to manage the problem with fear or anger. It's not going to solve it. It's not going to solve it. It is not going to solve it. It's not going to solve it. So I'm looking back on the notes. I think we should end up here. We should end up here. We should do the 5-minute empty the mind. This is Sunday. So all the things that we said or I said, you know, just do your best, little action by little, you know, daily by daily, just to get to know self, you know, to get to know your soul inside yourself, to get to know your sun inside yourself, to get to know your Sunday, which is your God inside yourself. And that takes time, you know. If you don't get to know yourself, your soul, your sun inside yourself, rest of their life is not going to be easy. Even if your father, your children are not going to be close to you. The children only can be close to the one that actually act like the person that act lightheaded. Lightheaded. Lightheaded, if it is a fall now. Lighthearted. The children are close or like the people that are lighthearted, right? The one that seem not to judge. The parent that seem to just, you know, be. Those are the one the children like. Because that's how the God is. God don't judge. And the one that act like God, like the children like, they come close. If you're a person that did not line up with your mind and your heart, so you're not actually operating your God self. And the children are going to feel your energy. If you have children and you're going to try to give them a discipline, the only discipline they can receive from you is fear. They'll be scared of dad. When dad talk, everybody, listen, don't say nothing. You'll be just, you know. or they're trembling inside, they're shaking inside. Oh, if I say anything to that man, it's slapping me or not buying me what I want, It's a fear. There's no easy communication between you and these children because you're not tapped to your soul. The children like a light-hearted communications, you know. And then these people, that have a light-hearted communication will attract the children. And if you think you're a good father because your children respect you, if they respect you because they're scared of you, that's not a respect. It's fear. Fear is pain. Pain is separation. So you're literally separating yourself from your children by being a rough parent, or the one that beat them, or the one that talked down to them, or the one that, they be scared of you. And them being scared is mistranslated with respect. If you have a king, now this king is so rough, nobody violated what he said. And somebody said, King, I don't agree with this. You didn't agree with what I said? Off with your head. That's the king. And everybody see it. Somebody just got their head cut off by the king because they disagree with the king, And then what are the rest of people going to do? Give the king respect. Why? Because the king just cut off somebody's head. And how that respect turned to? Scare, nervousness. Oh, I'm not saying nothing against that king. I want to keep my head on me. You want to cut your head off? Say something bad to the king. So that's called respect. But it's fear. And then it created the separation. It didn't create the unity. And with you and your children, you need unity as a parent. And the unity will come back to you to be humble inside your heart. Don't discipline your children using your mental capacity. Tap into your heart. And I'm here to open your mind, your perception, to have a wide perception. When the perception is wide, now the heart door is open and you fall in your heart. If you fall in your heart now, you discover the unconditional love. The discovery of the unconditional love in the heart. We don't know that, and we don't have experience with that because we would deny the experience by our experience. Woo! Look at that. We did not experience the love in the heart when we were brought up by our parents. And it's because we were denied our experience about love through our experience about the life that we were taught with. That's deep. Your experience denying you to experience the love within you. Whoa, that's a deep way to see it. I didn't even know. So one experience will block another experience within the same body to access your love. To access your love. That's sad. That's sad. But that's the truth. That's the truth. Somebody say some love. Shanita, what do you say? Again, okay, do I need glasses? I didn't see. What did you say? Thing like love. That's a little. That's like, my God. I'm getting all of the technology, electricity, taking my eye. I'm not seeing well. I need glasses so I can see. I got all these things. You know what I mean? Now the mind, this. My eye is good, but my eye is being injured by the light. This light can damage your eye. Just protect your children from not watching too much TV. Okay? Oh, look at my sister. Yeah, you guys look at the press like, share, please. Press like and share, and go to YouTube and subscribe that for me. Follow me on YouTube. I'm gonna try to have small short video. But this video got long. You can leave and come back. They're not boring. Okay? They're not boring. Libra strive for universe balance, love, and yeah. Yep. Shanidra Calming said to other Libra thrive on the universal balance and love. This is Libra. Because the universe is automatic law by itself. It's automatic heart, automatic sun. And this law, there's nothing wrong with this law of soul. It thrives through the balance. But the balance had to be used through humans, right? Through our body. If the soul of the Libra come in the body, this body, how they translate the balance, will be depending on who teaching the body when they come out. Who were the teacher for the body to assist the soul inside the body to keep the Libra balance, which is the universal balance. But if this soul did not get a proper parent, damage in the womb, damage at toddler, so that balance is going to be off. So the Libra had to find a way to learn its balance again. And that's why I'm here, to open your mind, tap into your heart, fall in love again, once again, with yourself. Okay? There's a shot that I say, the quote that I wrote. Let's see. I read this to my brothers and I ask them, what do you think about it? Let me see if I have the quote here. So I'm going to read it. If anything, say something. Say something. Okay. This is the quote. Okay. It's about soul or God or whatever. So in the world here, they say the bliss, ignorant is bliss. That's a mistranslation. How are you going to be bliss or feel bliss in the ignorant? How are you going to do that? You got to be disabled, incompetent, not balanced, blind-minded, blind-hearted to enjoy the bliss as ignorant. That saying, get out of our vocabulary. We're getting a better vocabulary now. So this is what I put down in one of my thought coming up. It say, bliss is remain unassociated, no claiming for happiness. Listen, just slowly. Bliss is remain unassociated. Do not claim any happiness when it's happening through you. And do not claim not claim any happiness. Heart is beating. The heart is just beating. Mind and brain, they're doing the thinking. They're doing the thinking. This is going on. No claiming for happiness. Heart is beating. The brain is thinking. It's going on. And mind. Nobody doing anything. Just the creator breathing. So let me read the whole thing without stopping. Bliss is remain associated. No claiming for happiness. Heartbeat. Mind, brain thing. Nobody's doing anything or taking action, just the creator breathing. Did that quote make sense to you? If we can go with it a little bit before, So the bliss, when you're in the bliss, you're in a state of oblivious. That's what the word is, oblivious. I mean, good or bad English word, I gotta look it up too. It's not good. When you're in a space of the harmony, space of peace, space of relaxation, of love, of enjoyment. That's the bliss. And this, you just share this with everybody. So, and the word came to my head, in that space, you do not claim, oh, I'm happy. I have the happiness. There's no claim for it in that state when you're in. Do not claim it, or nobody claim it. It's happening in the body. It doesn't belong to anybody. It's being experienced in the body. It's not yours. But you're enjoying the experience through your body. So do not claim any happiness. Do not associate with it when it happened through you. Do not associate your thinking. The thinking is just happened by itself. The mind happening. The breath is going on. Nobody doing anything when you're in the bliss. It's just Creator God breathing through you, exercising the bliss. This may go over people's head. It may not make sense. So if you tap into your spirituality and you get your soul working, you will experience great things, great emotion coming through you. When these emotions come, the goal is not to make emotion the God and try to claim the emotion that it belongs to you, it's mine, I'm going to keep it. No, the emotion going to go later. Because you experience the bliss and whatever, it's going to change. You may experience some other emotion. When you are tied to the experience of the goodness in you and it leaves later, your attachment was called the problem that connects the emotion, because the emotion leave, then you think for emotion to come back so you be happy. So now you run into search to try to find the emotion that passed. But again, the emotion was not you. You was experiencing through you. You were experiencing the love, the joy, the wealth, the bliss in your body. Then when it leave right, then you still you. you still in peace, more emotion, more experience gonna come. So you have to understand that when good thing happen in your life, don't put your mind happiness to be too attached to it. Because when they leave, that attachment becomes some sort of project or some sort of obstacle in your mind that will want to go back to what left already and bring it back now. But it left. You have to create a new emotion where you are now. Did that make sense? Facts is learn us some things. No. Okay. So we got that. So I think we can leave it here. We long. I didn't see anybody go on YouTube, or y'all not gonna follow me on YouTube, people. Nene, go to YouTube, family. She need right. Yo, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Yeah, Jamana. Because I can see. I'm gonna end the YouTube now too. I'm gonna end the YouTube and finish it on Facebook. Well, I think I should leave the YouTube on for empty the mind. It's Sunday. We're gonna go to Monday tomorrow. Okay. So we're gonna have exercise a way to your soul. I call your soul your white dress, and I call it white dress because when you wear the white dress in the morning and you want to go to work, from 9 to 4 p.m. So you're gonna have extra conscious to take care of the white dress or anything gonna spill on your white dress and make it dirty. And I try to say that and this woman have a good example too. She's an Indian woman. I think she's my age too. Oh, this woman, she teach the soul so good. What's her name? BK Shiniba. Oh, Shivana, like Shiva. Yeah, BK Shivana. You guys can go look up these people too. And I mean, she's Indian. Her soul probably seeing her body through the Indian culture, and my soul through my culture. These things to come through your experience, your cultures. So I agree with her. There was certain thing that might, I agree with her a lot of shit, and she's a feminine energy too. So she's actually waking up everybody. I already went to YouTube. Okay, somebody went to YouTube. What happened when you went to YouTube? Somebody say, okay, so I already went to YouTube. Okay. You surprised to me. That was Nyamaj, the door of the fire. Oh, that's a nice name. You don't mess with the door of the fire, okay? These people create fires. You don't mess with them. These are strong, fireful women, okay? You don't mess with door of the fire. Okay, so yes, if you did, press the red button, subscribe. You subscribe and then you press the bell. It's like a bell notification. When you press the notification, and then what else? The subscribe button, the notification, and the like button. 3 of those. That's when these companies say, we need to have a lot of followers, a lot of like people. I mean, this like. Okay. You can give me dislike too. It's fine. I like the dislike and I like the like. Okay. So now I'm going to say what I say earlier real quick. And before we leave, we need 5 minutes of emptying our past and try to be unassociated with our old thoughts. Okay. So Nuari. So we were talking about Jesus earlier. Katong Nuari. So Gok. Misha ben plakot kaji. Let a G right pot. So a Jiko la right pot. So Gok anala talk and like a Kamambra told. What like Goka. They like Goka. Kalana nang ton. And Gok. Maburiati Yat Ra told. Go Mabana nang Kaduam Golgong. Okay, Duam Gongong. And Gok Maburiati Bomb to go Ra told. And go banate, okay? And goggling lini like Jesus. Remember con. Two den cha go to lini. Okay? And to go come and cha near con, a tuckling lini. Cut tuckling lini, mo con I con worry. Why you care kindly? So Rami shy like it. I'm a lara lacquer go. Ram and lacquer or con a ram one lacquer. That boy with my leg yet. Go one lacquer, Catuling, Catuka, lini, they told you I'm confident. And confidence, talk like a word means like take a shock and a open. And shock own shown. And that's can't. In their language is shot. And then the word can katukling lini, a word madong ramlana qual. Rami like a tay. Rami like a nom na shang. Why it can describe it. I'm a labro, Lamuguam la goy. so kwa mat ko right go ni Jesus to dien a to mi cha gwal ke kind to one ni to golling li mi she go go she war ga she translate nyok ka tur ko ken la ngai war ga ling li trade take a kind to one to trade talk ni cha mat ke so mi go ko ben we dun go dorian to ko take men right ken ke je a to kind ni to ken kwe ka dak ka bi ka ben we dun bi bi la right ni go ka la right ni ko kan right and rock to ko right ke a to kind ni so I'm go ka de to ko brare de di I'm just here je cha la no la ji de shit to but am to ko cha go ka je mi cha lo to kind ni can the Bible can they right can they at least 80% of them be kind and then 20% them be correct let me just English channel kwang down you long page channel kwang page so don't be 50% ke kind 50% ka to and I'm right ko no ko to da me che go be bu ko ni la roi ni go ka ti tan den jen die ku ke je no ka kind ka jen die ko ken ka to bi ko ma ke ma to kan kai na ma da right go ka mu ko na ma da chen go ka mu dong di na bi nge ka to mu chi ro chung cái choáng quật cái dân là nó loại quật là loại gờ anh gờ mới sẽ bình bể là loại quật cái tống mà thuộc làm là làm gì vậy dân đi take that but I take it do you don't có guard gờ money anh gờ cái cái money mới có guard cái tống cái gì tống mới take area thì làm nó na area làm thì gì dân point gì ra mới có guard làm thì tống mới thuộc gờ mới có quan phải là quy định mà qua guard nữa buổi chiều đi take that but I na cấm quan là nhau tung lì ní tung mới dám mới sửa bông có ngoan quang thằng ngoan tin chứ là cái tung lo mà làm cái này dẹp men pa con nữa đấy pa lan con đẹp cái tung nữa có bùi con tung lì ní cái quả rin tung lì ní vậy đấy là lấy chiếc pa làm nào rồi đấy anh dân mới pa lì làm mà cái làm dẹp khu lạt khu vậy cái tung làm rồi dẹp cái là gì cột nó mà đẹp quá cái dầu mà ra gì dầu cột so xem là nói you why need Jesus chicken go but Bible cháo lo cái vậy cháo lại cái thích khai nó ngoan thế cái đấy ku còn ngay European mới đóng ken khai nó cuồng này vậy gót ken she can hardly slave anh là thế đấy ngay chỗ ra mới cuồng slave nên thành mình cái gì cả chỉ thôi but chicken ku bên đâu bây giờ là vậy quật cái quy quật but thế đấy điện thế cái gì khai này so kan go trên đóng con mình nhẹ chia mà đấy cái là nuôi kan go trên nghi con cái con là go quật thiên là why nó kiện thật là ken you know and the Bible cái share la Jesus I don't know cái why Jesus cái la the Bible cái share la này and shan ba ko ba mal bano ba ko ba ba dak what did he say share la ba ben ko ba dak kia ba na ba ko cái kia ba ngu ba lel that's yang share la mi chang ti me ning do dien cái jing an ko ngu đi na ma la yo shi ba ka mal ngu dang de tang ji mi shi ba ka mal mi yin ko so why that just why tông lính mà là con ngoạc của con mà không con cái ngoạc so bùi đan bị chui nhon cái nó cái nó khí quật chứ con cái bự thiệt ta mới là kia chỉ có ngay nó phải cái nhiễm quật và chỉ cái nhiễm quật cô chỉ cái gong cái why nó thiệt thì là cái you know so and no con quật right like cái tông lính mình chưa quăng kia cái tông ra mình làm gọc mình chưa right của nó cái tông xia mà để là tông có gong mình làm nó này chết go rồi con phải phải con phải phải tin kan ma cha ngi wudu no wal ko rundia to kon like Christian tini right ko ko lam ko no ci ko ngi ko ci ko na yunu xiang te re da o kon lwa ko de la kon lam ro lwa ko right kon ke duer kon dia du kon ko ping den duer dia ba chuang ping and then du ko chu je ko kai nang ka duer ka da nang ni mi kin ka pala ka la jin ko ra ka ndam ko duer mi ken ka pala ka re loai du la jin jiran ngote anh quật chắc là phải lấy cái cô quật thế này đủ mấy đứa phải lấy cái này loài đủ là dính cái đủ then bị quật bị cái chụp phải lấy cái cô quật này đủ chơi chung ngay chỉ đứa phải lấy cái and then bị đứa chụp phải lấy cái mấy đứa phải lấy cái chả đứa phải lấy cái anh ấy chết chết đấy quật bị lại quật này đứa ra cái gì này anh nhóc các bố con đủ đi bố con phải lấy con quật đứa con biết chẳng thế cái chung đông chỉ con là thế để là quật con nữa đi thế dân cái chung cái này được không chung quân cái chung quân thế là gì là cô là dân ông lo cô bé là chung quân no bé là này đuổi cô dân gì chỉ bài một ngày cái nào if cô là này đuổi you know đuổi cô biết con là cái nào mày đu biro là chạy loài rồi đu biro chụp phải cái rồi đu because you palaka and we do your who rock of the bishop of the palaka. She palaka to a grader. Can I just hear you palaka? Commission of palaka, you go to palaka, palaka. Jim Mika Palaka or a chance you yoke of the Palaka, Palaka, make a prayer more guy can do. Tell a Palaka. Okay? Back in English a little bit. I was just telling my people, we was Christian. We was Christianized by European religions in my home. And the European religions language, prophet, we call it guk in my language. Prophets can be recognized by the word they say to people. If the prophets say the good word to you, then this prophet is good prophet. Their word will raise the dead. Their word will be very positive, Then the bad prophet, you will know by the way they talk too. Bad prophet will weigh the war to go to war too. They even weigh the war on the name of the Jesus to go to war. The two church go to war. Islamic and Christianity. They go to war in the name of God. Where do they do that? Where did God say that? Where do God say that to go to war in another body because of God's name? No. These are men that translate God's word differently. So when the prophet came out with the prophet Jesus, they use English language, okay? They translate the Torah, which is Egyptian, translate to Hebrew, which is the last book of Torah. I think the third book of Torah was Deuteronomy. And then it was, what book were the fifth books? In Bible called Deuteronomy is in the Bible and also is in the Torah and in the Hebrew Bible too, So they translate this Torah to Hebrew and then to English. Through the translation, something got messed up. So the God words in the Bible are mistranslated negatively because the English, hey sister, this is my sister Elizabeth Cole. She said, hey sis, I don't know how long you've been here. I just see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Yeah. So you actually communicating to talk to God using the negative language because the English language, I'm going to be fair though. I would say 20% is negative, 80% is 20% is positive, 80 is negative. English language, how it's used, including all the words start with count, C-O-N. You know how many words start with the word con? And the con is a bad word, but good words start with con. Those words are negative, null and void. They're gone, they're bad, okay? They're not good. And the words start with the D-E-D-E-D, those are negative. And that's English language. So it was a negative language that translated God's word and now teach them God's word to people in the negative language. How God gonna be? Negative. That's why they go to war. Because they're using a negative teaching of God's word. English language, I'll be nice, 50% is negative, 50% is positive. It doesn't matter 50-50. Positive and negative, fear and love, because negative means love. If you join them, the 50 together, it's a mess. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good. You're not gonna be saying this is good. Dukan Dew join us now. I was watching. Yeah, brother Dukan join us, and we're about to get off, so you joined late. I had to find a way to inform people ahead of time, so we join Rome at the same time. So you using a negative language to get to know God. That's what I'm talking about now, to the same language. But we have to be mindful of this negative word. When we speak, we have to be alert, because your soul knows the positive, And these people, why they do that? Why they give people negative language to talk to God's word or to talk about God? Because they don't want you to know God. They don't want you to know God. They want you to stay in the low frequency energy, that you're not going to be high operating your God self. And if you're in the low frequency energy, what's going to happen? You're going to be controlled by other people that try to come to tell you what God is, when the God's in your body all along since the day you come in, the God was in your body. And then now the Bible says it can teach you a God. And the language, or the half of the language in the Bible is already incorrect. It's not positive. And where are you going to know the God properly? So we got to find other avenue to learn all this language, If the Bible is difficult, get to learn the mathematic language about speaking to God. Learn the nature. It's one way to speak to God. Learn your subconscious mind. It's one way to speak to God. Learn the tarot cards, okay? It's one way to speak to the God, okay? I'm going to pick one card about the energy in the sky. So that's where we're going to end. So this is the card that I use for reading different energies. Woo! The card drop down full. That doesn't mean we do the reading with all these cards, because sometimes when they drop down, oh, okay. All right, let's go this way. Let's go that way. So I'm going to pick one card. And then we go to 5 minutes, empty the mind. To just see the energy in the sky now. The eclipse was yesterday. Just pay attention to the eclipse. All relationship coming back. And if they come back for you to heal them. You're going to heal them. You're going to make peace with them. You're going to find a way to learn how to cord energy cutting. Because the energy do not, you can't cut energy. You got to release. They call the cord cutting, but you cannot even cut it. You release it, release the energy. And then when you release this negativity, you actually remove the people that leave you already. But the energy, you can pull it out of your soul so it will not bother you. Okay? What's going on the sky now? What's going on in the sky, Earth? You see the energy in the sky now. I'm going to shuffle this card for minutes. Okay? Don't get scared of people that play the the religions. I'm not doing some magic, dark, image. No, I'm soul of the gods. It's in me. It's not going to do anything magic, but it will learn anything that nurtures. This is papers from Nesher. And there was the image of the drawings, So and ancient Egypt, what did they do? They read the image. They wrote in the stones. Now we wrote on the papers. Okay, we don't have no stone. So you have to read and learn how to read other things, okay? Other language. And that's how I find out, because the Bible is like, what Bible? You say one word in the Bible and I jump into it. I have a billion words and this pastor cannot even answer one of them, So, oh, my daughter washing the dishes. Yep. So, the bottom of the decks is an ace. Ace of water. Yeah, that's the first, with the beginning, the self. That's the bottom of the water. And this is the card that I pick up, if you guys see it. So there's energy now in the sky, okay? He's holding a knife here with his hand. And the knife, he can handle this knife. This knife is going down. It's hurting his finger. There's a damage there. There's bleeding. And also there's so much bright light here, right here. He's still powerful. And you see the light above him? So what's this card? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of, you see, I still don't know the name of this card. So that's the earth go down, that's fire. That's 8 of fires. Okay? 8 of fire is water. I have to open the book. This is in this book. So this card, I'm going to translate the card, Or maybe I should read it for you guys, but I can translate by looking at the images, You see that the brave man who can hold the other side of his hand with knife up properly, and he's still holding the other knife that hitting, the light. The light is good and bad, right? So that will be the part of the life that's challenging, the part of the life that is positive. You need balance with these two. If you have balance, there will be an easy way to manage the life, and you also have access to balance because this guy is very intuitive. You see the light in the head? So there's some sort of like a wing, like angel wings. So it reminds you within your pain or your problem, you can manage the knife down like this knife here. But you do recognize this problem, this shadow work, this thing that you need to work on life with, but you need balance to bring the energy together. And on Earth now, we're working our shadow work, our pain body. We're going to go to our pain body and bring peace. So that's the one card I pulled for you guys. So let's empty our mind. We're going to leave, empty our mind. Okay? We're going to release ourselves with peace and love. And then from tomorrow, Monday, the moon day, today is the Sunday, the Saturday or the Saturn day, just went yesterday. All the zodiacs, symbolic, they took them, they put them in the Bible, they changed the name. The Bible is a copy of the zodiac in the skies, or the copy of the star in the sky. It's nothing else. The star and the moon, the sky were there before the Bible. So where the Bible going to get knowledge to do anything? Nowhere, just from the sky and from the ground, okay? So that powers, you have other big power than Bible that you can tap to. Just the sun and the sky is so powerful than the Bibles. So powerful, the direct connection to God, okay? So This is one way to escape your problem. Not just escape them. Release them and do be attached to them. So we did it before. Who were here? We've done it before. So we take our thought, including what we just talk about now. Your name, your children's, your career. We take all your thought. You take all your thought. You put them in nice files in your mind, your recording file now. The file's right to your left, to your right, somewhere. Get the file together. Put anything that you record from your mom womb until now as we're sitting here, from yesterday and gone. So you take those and then you just put them aside from your mind. If you're doing it, let me know. At least somebody say, I'm doing it, so I know if this helped. And when I ask question later, you can answer how do you experience this. So take your thought, anything you record in your device, remove it, put it on the side. If you want to shred it, just press the shred it buttons in your brain. Shred it. It's all shredded. So now your life, your career, your children, your wife, anything that you have experienced in your life that you're proud of or not proud of, it's shredded. It's gone. This is Sunday, though. That's the perfect time to clean up our mind. It's Sunday. And then tomorrow we meet Monday. Okay? So now your mind become empty. You have no thought. Don't think of nothing now. We're just right here talking. And the talk just comes now. We're not going to talk from yesterday. I hope I'm not going to get my mind go back. Okay? What's to stay with you guys? So we have an empty mind now as we all sit down. Okay? Within that empty mind, we're going to dive deep and ask each other a question. Y'all can ask me a question, though. Type a question down. You can ask me a question. What do you feel there? What do you see there? What do you know? We're going to go there. As you remove all your life, whatever that means, anything to you in your life, your career, your PhD, you went to school, you're a doctor, you're a judge, all this title, you shredded them. Or just put them on the side and you become empty now. You become empty. Now you're going to have direct access to your heart. No thought, right? We just shredded the thoughts. Or you put them on your side. You don't want to shred them. You want to pick them up later. You want to pick them up and just start working with them and killing yourself with them. So, since we shredded them now, our whole life, we just put it in the bag and just drop it in the garbage. Your whole life. See, I'm 40. It started from the day that, put all this thing and just, now I become empty-minded thought. As we become empty-minded thought, now we realize we have no thought, no nothing. We're sitting down. So we feel our body, thing that's going on. What can we ask ourselves right here? Let's do it together. What can we ask ourselves? In this area that you empty your mind, your thought, listen to your feeling right here. What are you feeling? In your mind, say, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, mind. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. So if you empty your mind right now, what are you feeling? Let's talk. Tell me what you're feeling. You feel the breath moving. It's moving. You not thinking, not going to stop the breath from not moving. So that's fine. So the blood is flowing. We have evidence of that. If we cut our body, it's coming out. Okay? It's fact there. Nobody lying. So the digestion's going. If you have food in there, it's grinding up. And if no food is empty, eating some of yourself to actually feed your other body. So that's what the body do. So the function of the body is still going perfectly, with no mistake, with no confusion, with no problem. You realize now you're okay and the body function working finely. So in this place, we can answer a couple of questions. Do you have any problem that you think of right here? And when you think, don't go to the past. You can answer this question. At this place you are now, after you empty the body, find the problem and tell me what's the problem. In life, what's your problem right now? I'm waiting for you guys to talk. Let's share together. Let's talk together. I know you have to type. It might take too long. It's good to speak back instead of me answering, okay? We all learning here. We all joining force. Okay. And then press like, please share the video. So let me see how many people are here. Okay. People are still here. So the message clicking is connecting. Thank you. All right. And y'all better not judge me. Y'all better not judge me. I smoke my herbs, plants. I'm on earth. I go all the way to heaven and I come down. In the meantime, let's do it. Let's do it. Answer for me. I'm listening. No problem. Somebody say no problem. Who say no problem? No problem about smoking my herb. I am not even do it. Oh, Anton, Manda, you just arrived, man. You're about to leave. You missed the nugget. You missed the nugget. You missed the nugget. No worries. Okay. See, you guys is still alive. It's still alive. Yeah. You see. So y'all go with the flow. And we still have too much judging. They're not judged. So the judging is empty. It's gone. From this space, we're thinking, tap back. Let's not leave it. So at this space now, you empty your mind. You remove all your thought, your identity, whatever you've been learned. Anton, this guy's more. It's a more. You know more? You guys know more? So Anton, we're doing the exercise, emptying the mind. Yes, I am. Thank you. Your mind. She's doing this. She confirmed with me. I know you guys doing it too, but I get the eye want to see it. That's the ego. Okay. I never see. So Anton, we emptying our mind, removing our thoughts in our mind. This is the last, topic that we're doing. And when we empty, we're going to ask ourselves a couple of questions. And we can see how we feel. And if how we feel is comfortable, is good. And then we're going to find out why we're not living like that. And if we can live like that, what can we do to live like that? What are the actions? So we empty your mind now. We're in this space of no thought in the mind. With the last question I asked, in this space, what is the problem? You remove all your thought, anything you've been experiencing, your wife problem, your husband problem, or any good one, just don't go there. It's gone. It's shredded. It's moved out of your brain, and you are still now, right here. You're still alive. You're still alive. You're still alive? Okay. You're still alive. That's the best thing. You still alive was that all your problem, right? Was that all your family in your mind? You still alive. Was that all the love that you think you might missing? You still alive right here. Okay. So what's missing right here where you're sitting? Just feel. Don't think when you think the thinking gonna take you to what you're doing, not what you're being. Now we are the being. We doing the being, or we acting the being. So when we think, we doing. We act as the doing. So we're not the doer. We're the being that do the doer. You know what I'm saying? So the being happened through the doing. So now we're going to be the being, and we're going to remove the thought that do the doing or do the work, the thinking, I want to get married, I want to get a job. But those are doing. They do things to make things done. But now when you come to yourself, you leave the thought of doing, then you come to your core of being that create the doing. So when you there now at the being place, what is missing? Everything is gone. No worry. Oh my God, that's my sister. Nyagit. Thank you so much, my sister. Everything is gone. No worry. You know what I'm saying? That's what one of the families say. Right here, right now. That's what she said. I didn't say it. We just empty our mind, remove the thought of anything we may do. She said, everything is gone. No worry. That's peace. That's so beautiful. I'm going to cry. That's so beautiful. Everything is gone. No worry, including the people that we cry, the one we lost, the one that died, everything, all the problem, the COVID-19, everything is gone. No worry. The body's in peace. So nothing missing. Let me see if somebody say something. Say what you feel now. What are you feeling? We got to talk. I feel whole myself. Nothing missing, as the sister said. Am I happy right here? I'm so happy. She just said, no worry. No worry. We are happy right here, right? So what are the other things that we can describe right here? The body being taken care of. I can pick up my drinks and still drink. I can do things. I am full of myself. Oh my God, who's saying that? Oh, she's the mind. I love this woman. She's full of herself. She's full of herself. Right here, right now. You're full of you. There's no worry. There's no problem. Literally no problem. The problem happened because the doing and the thinking. If you actually understand the doing, the thinking, it's not you. You the one that go and try to entertain the doing. You can leave the doing alone, the problem, the thinking, and come here. When you come here, you have a power to breathe, to relax, and take a break from all this problem. And in this power right here, somebody knocking. In this power right here, that we're accessing, it have a live power to heal all disease. Like right here, even you empty and you have cancer, your body, and you empty the thought, you're not gonna feel cancer in this place. You empty the thought about having disease, about being nothing. Empty all the thought. You're gonna be in peace here, even if you are unhealthy. So the main problem happened in the mind, the doing, because we are here now. Tell me other thing that you can access from here right now. And holding your mind is talking. Anybody is feeling anything? Okay. Anton, you can say something. What are you feeling right now? do. I have not seen you yet. Dukan Dio. Thank you, brother. Are you following the exercise? Okay. Nyamba Tim still with us? Yeah, Daya. Nyamba Tim, you still with us? And YouTube now I'm recording. Nobody on YouTube. I can't, I am here. No pain. Okay, okay. All right. So one person is answering. Nini answered earlier. So I just need to know that we doing this exercise in a way that I'm not hurting me. I'm not hurting you. I'm not telling you to forget your life, forget what you experience, forget about your children, your husband, your money. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying these are the external things that you do as a bonus to your life. You don't have to think about them. Those are not you. They're the thing that you do. You are you. So I told you the thing that you do, leave them out. Let's say if I'm a doctor, give people injection, cut people though. I left work, I come home. I don't have to be a doctor. I just need to be me. The doctor's not going to be in my mind all the time. Oh, I have to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow I have many patients. No. If you're doing that now, you're living as an actor, as a doctor. So you actually thinking and living the character that you playing. But you are not the character. You playing the character. So that's when it comes to our own mind. So the thought are being played by the character of your being, your soul inside that contribute the thought. But your soul cannot confuse itself at the thought. If the character take the position, the character heavily, so they become one with their acting. And that's when you see the actor crying in the movie because they become the actor. Now they're crying. And the acting affect them emotionally. There's no association or disassociation with the role that you play. So there's no disassociation with the role that you play as an actor. And you act as a doctor, but you're not a doctor. You acting as a doctor. So you develop some thought that had a power to play the role of the actor. But you have multi-dimension power in you. Then you can act as a mother. You're not a mother. You're more than a mother. And in other words, the mother or father, people come through you. They're not yours. They're not your children. You got a door to allow other people to come to earth to do their soul work. You're part of, the gate circles, So people come through you, but you don't, this is my child. No. She's not your child. She's more than a child, soul of God, that you allow to come through you, and you agree to guide them at the early age to be kind until they know how to be God themselves and then go and live their life. So don't hold on to your children too much. Like, this is my children. You can listen to me. I'm your mother. No. That's not the role of the soul. The role of the soul as a mother to play the role as a good disciplinary soul to your children. A good disciplinary soul to your children. And then from there, then you will act your position as a character actor very well. So let not get lost in our mind. So we can become one with actor. So we're not an actor. We're acting the roles of being a mother, a father, a sisters, This is the role. We're good at this role. But you don't have to be associated with the role and the role stay in your mind too much. If the role fail and become negative because you play the role, then it's going to hurt you inside the soul. You'll be depressed. So you don't want to put a lot of expectation on the role that you're playing, because in case it fail, now you're going to be depressed. That's why you have to create a separation from the role and from being you. Like, let's say I'm a mother. I'm a mother. And somehow I failed to be a good mother. I did terribly as a mother. But again, if I get terrible in the mother, I don't have to beat myself up because I didn't do a good job on that. I just know I was not good at it. And probably nobody trained me well. And probably I didn't get a good advice on how to be nice to other human beings. But in the meantime, what can I do to play that role better? I can just practice on the roles, right? But I'm not the roles. I play the roles. So I hope you guys understanding where I'm coming from. And then still, don't go in the mind. We're still in the empty mind. If you know you separate yourself or you disassociate yourself from the role and you come to your space of your soul, you empty, then from that space, you find peace, you find love, you find no water. Even if you got dumb yesterday, or it's your wedding day and you're about to get, and the husband got to buy something else, and I object to this wedding. I'm not going to go through the wedding. There's something just coming. The husband just called off the wedding or run off. What is the bride going to do? Broken-hearted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to be broken-hearted. But if you are in your center or empty of your mind, the thought, even if somebody did that, you be fine because you still fine. That you empty now. The injury come from being associated or attached to the thought too much, or try to make thought soul, as you know. The thought got produced from the soul. Like you have a dead skin and you clean it up and come off, it's gone. But you still have the entire you living. So do not confuse your acting position that you do in life, your job, your work, everything, with your essence. Because these job and work do the thing they do in life, they might fail sometime. But your soul didn't fail. It's in your body doing the work it should. It's doing the work and have all the skill. We understand this is space. Nothing missing here. There's no problem here. From here, a few more questions. From here, what God is gonna say? Let me write the question proper. From here, whatever you feel right here, can any religion claim to own this place? Just feel it, feel it. Can any religion, as you empty your mind, you become empty-minded, you become nothing in the thought, just in your space of yourself, of your soul, your being, you're not doing, you're being now. You empty the thought. Can any religions claim that they own the space you're in now? Or well, this space it start with Christianity or start with Buddhism. That's the one that, can any religion claim this power of no war, peace, love, No. No one can claim it. So it's a pure power that just remove all the power thought and become itself and still function by itself with peace and love and no war. We agree on that. With peace and love and no war. If we know no religion control this space, no any problem on this planet control this space. And this space, nothing exists there except love and peace and kindness. Like in this space now, if you look inside, do you feel like you have hate for anybody? Do you feel hate for anybody here? This space that you're in is no worry. It's calm. It's relaxed. There's no hate. So you exercise that now. You might say, well, we can go to regular life or whatever. The regular life is in your mind. You know how to clean the regular life out of your mind. If you know how to do those things, how do you go back to try to bring the regular mind into your soul and cause you misery? Okay? And you know the powerful of where you are now. No man on this planet can claim, oh, I know that space. Let me teach you how it go. This is how it go. No, there's no teaching. So if you know how to access this space, you actually tapping into the God lab and you're sitting right in God lab. If you sit in God lab, what is missing? What is missing in God lab? Who can come anywhere and say, get out of the God lab beside God himself? That you're sitting there now voluntarily. Who can come and remove you from that? Any other religion can say, oh, get out of that space. That's not how space is supposed to be. Come in this space. There's no way anybody can control it. Because now you have a direct access to the soul that created you. Then you have a power to remove all the doing in the mind and all the talking, all the things. Now you have chance to be with God. And from that space, for the first time or second time, or how many times, you can sit with God. And how do you know you're sitting with God? Because you cannot find no problem in your life. Your life is perfect. The life is beautiful. The life is love in this space. The life is kind. The life is intelligent. The life is radiating to everybody. There's no hate here. In this space, you can't even think about hating nobody. There's no energy there. So that's the power of our space to tap in and empty the mind. And this is space that you just tap in right now. The space that you tap in right now. Where is it been all this time? Somebody answer that. I would like somebody to answer.